One of my proudest accomplishments is back in 1988, I founded an organization called Panim, the Institute for Jewish Leadership and Values. And it began with a core idea. And that idea was that for most young Jews, they needed to understand what the relevance of Judaism was for the world. So through a variety of programs, we essentially inspire, educate, and empower young Jews to a life of activism, leadership, and service for the Jewish people and for the world at large. And what we find is that for a lot of Jews who are prepared to kind of go AWOL from Jewish life because they don't see anything relevant from the Hebrew school or even their day school education necessarily, they begin to see that Judaism has a body of values that addresses the most challenging issues that confront their communities, their country, and the world. Okay? This past year, every year we give an award out to a young person who's been through our programs, who has done some kind of activist project. So about a couple of years ago, a young man comes to one of our programs whose family was not affiliated with the synagogue, and he himself was not part of any Jewish youth group or Jewish camp. A friend of his from BBYO said, "I did this program, it's great, you got to come." So a young man named Ben Simon comes on the program, gets totally inspired with the message that Judaism gives you a body of values and techniques and strategies to engage with the world. Within a year of coming on our program, Ben Simon organizes a campaign in Montgomery County, Maryland, to divest the county pension fund from between $20 to $30 million of investments in Sudan as a response to the crisis in Darfur. This young man was 17 years old. He organized every high school in the county. He convened meetings. He packed the county council chambers. He helped draft the legislation, which was then introduced by a county council member, and the legislation passed 9-0. All from a young person who had no connection to Jewish life, but found within a Jewish program that Panim sponsored an inspiration to take his values into the world to make a difference.